and get it to where the things we ask for mean something before we have to get loud. So I'll get loud and then I'll get quiet. I'll ask her to stop. Because it isn't the flappy thing, it isn't the tool, the driving tool that we want them to go with. If you have to drive your horse around through sheer drive, we probably have a problem. We want to solve that. So we want to say to her, you know, I'd really like you to go forward. And I might pick up a little bit of energy, I might get a little bit bigger. You can see her face kind of going away. I'm going to lift this up. She says, what's that? And I say, this is my flappy thing. Thanks, Annie. Stop there because you suck. Why does she suck? Because my indicator to go, look how much draw I have. It's wonderful. My indicator to leave and go is this. This is my drive. This is my invite to say out. Now I'll raise. She's still thinking. I'll flap. I'll go with her. She goes backwards. Okay, and stop. I don't need to go any further. I've gone too far. And my communication before my flappy loud thing, say, I want you to go over there. Hit that spot for me, please. Come on, Annie. A flappy flap. Right? Not a lot. Just enough. She starts to move forward. I can pet her, say, thanks. That's what I wanted. And that brings me to the limitations we should give ourselves when doing groundwork. Because a lot of people will get started, say, Annie, I need you to go that way. And they'll get busier. So I'm going to use my tail to send her. Off you go. A little more, and I'll keep on trying to send. And I'll just be perpetually kind of shaking my tail, so to speak, right? And I'm sending her all around. But the problem here is that the initial go was awful. It didn't work. Okay, so this is my go. I have an idea where I want to be. Annie's still pretty close. She'd like to be around. She'd like to not leave. Something to keep in mind, a drive exercise bothers horses. They don't want to be away from us. They don't want to be driven off, which leads to the second part of the driving exercise. When I say I want you to go, I've got an idea in my head where I want her to go. Now I might bring my tail up. I'm not looking at her. I'm going to send her and I'm going to move towards her and I'll just wait. Right? My go sucks. So since it sucks, I have to keep going. And I'll just go with Annie. She's worried. And I keep asking for her to go forward. I'm not going to pull. We don't pull. Annie's still going backwards. Okay? And we be patient. What's our limit here? Our limit, or our bar, or where we want to be, is that Annie stops going backwards, and I'm just kind of going with her. I know it seems tedious, just trust me. See, she stopped, and now she's gone forward. Okay? Draw. Try to always end on a draw if you can. Okay? So I'm going to ask again. There's the nose. Here's a little energy. Moving in. Keep my eye on the prize. Where do I want to be? I know where I want to be. Hi, Annie. Can you please move off of me? Come on. Okay, so now I might spin it. That's a little more energy. A little more spin. A little more spin. Now we're going out of range of camera, so I'll just drive her in. I'll just drive her forward a bit to come back into camera. We'll start again. Draw. Okay, and we're only working on the one direction for the time being. We'll get to the other direction in a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to come back in front because this is where I've been starting the whole time. You can start from the side. For sure, you can start over here. Say, hey, Annie, can you go forward? And I might just provide some energy back here. And you notice that she actually she doesn't want to leave. She's not interested in leaving. She'd like to stay. And plenty of times when we're going to drive off a horse, it's harder because they want to be with us. And it's good to recognize that. And the way we accommodate for that is to constantly reassure him, just say, hey, you're okay. I just need you to get moving when I ask, because I might ask you to go through a puddle without me. I might ask you to go through a gate without me. So I'm gonna send her over there. I know where I'm going. Or I can send her over there. I know where I'm going. She's not going. There we go. Okay, stop there, please. Okay, now, I've sent her and I've drawn her. And we finally got a little bit of a go. I hope this makes sense to everybody. So I want to send Annie out. Good. I'm going to go with her. This is where it's so important that you keep your drive hand really quiet until you need it. So I didn't stop my feet. So now my new driver is my feet. And I'm gonna ask Annie to slow down. She's a little quick. Okay, and I'm gonna ask her to slow down through slowing down. Good, and in time, I'll be able to put my lead into this left hand, because what will have, hello Annie. What will have Annie move forward isn't going to be the constant flappy, flappy, spinny, spinny, drivey, drivey stuff that we do. Hello, big girl. Okay, it'll instead be like, hey, I need you to go, I need you to go that way. Did I have apples in my hands or something? What's going on here? Okay, drive her around. And now I'm going with her, and it won't be too long before I can snug up to her as we go around. So little drive around the ball, Annie, if you could, or you could hit it. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Okay. All right. I've actually got some momentum now, so I'm going to switch hands. And I'm going to touch. And she'll stop.